It's essential to know the location of the breaker panel, as it includes the main shutoff that controls electrical power in your home. The main breaker will either be in the panel here or outside by the meter. Individual breakers control separate circuits. Each breaker is labeled to help you identify which one is connected to specific appliances, outlets, or services. If an electrical failure does occur in your home, always check the breakers in the main panel box. Breakers can trip due to overloads caused by plugging in too many appliances, a worn cord, or a defective appliance, or by using an appliance that requires a higher voltage than the circuit can provide. Circuit breakers have three positions: an on, an off, and a trip position. When a circuit breaker is tripped, it must be turned off before it can be turned back on. Simply switching the trip breaker from a trip breaker to on, it will not reset. Sometimes it may require resetting the breaker twice before to clear it. If your breaker has any of these buttons on the side there, it may require you to reset the breaker by holding one of these buttons here and turning it back on. That light will flash, meaning the breaker is reset, and it will probably solve the problem of why it tripped. GFCIs, ground fault circuit interrupters, known as GFCIs, have built-in mechanisms that detect fluctuations in power. The GFCI acts as a circuit breaker that provides personal protection against electrical shock. GFCIs are located in bathrooms, kitchens, and outdoor areas prone to water exposure. It's important to note that one GFCI breaker can control multiple outlets. Resetting a GFCI outlet. Locate the outlet, which will have a test and a reset button. Firmly press the reset button until you hear it click. After resetting it, plug in a device to check and see if there is power. GFCI with sump pump. If your home is equipped with a sump pump, as is required in some communities, it is important to know that the location of GFCI outlet that controls the sump pump. Here's the GFCI for the sump pump in the mechanical room. If the GFCI is tripped, the sump pump will lose power, leaving the basement vulnerable to flooding during heavy rains. Troubleshooting tips. If there's no electrical service anywhere in your home, verify with the local electric company if there is a power outage in your area. Additionally, check that the main breaker and all the individual breakers are in the on position. If there is no electrical service to one or more outlets, check the individual breakers that all are in the on position. Also, you may need to check and see if there are any GFCIs that are tripped in that circuit. For electrical questions, or in the event of an emergency, the electrical company's information can be found inside your electrical panel.